So back in February, uh, just when the winter was officially closing, I decided to try something that I was absolutely horrified of. So me and cold water do not really uh, come along the same page. So I decided to try and use cold water for my baths. So that would mean I would not be switching on the geyser. I would just take a bath with cold water just like that. So I was able to do that consistently for 200 days. Yeah, you heard it right, 200 days. So right from February end to until November mid, so November 10, 11. So I was able to make that transition to bath in cold water. So initially it was very tough. Later it became quite easy. And today I want to share an experience with the angle of sustainability in matter. So just imagine, I was uh, you know, with the statistics, no imaginations with the statistics. So I was able to take bath. So when I was taking bath with hot water, it was one bucket of water. Mhm. So half, three-fourth of hot water, one-fourth of cold water. So it was lukewarm, and then I was able to take bath with that. Then timings of around 15 minutes of bath. And then, yeah, I was the only one using the geyser. So the entire, uh, all the water that was in the geyser had to be heated for me to really take a bath. So these were the scenarios. So what happened over the next 8 months was that I was able to reduce my water consumption to one-fourth of a bucket. When the water is cold, there is no romance to it. It is cold. You will finish your bath faster. So I was finishing things in say 7 to 8 minutes. It was cold, so initially it was tough. Later it became easy. I switched off the number of buckets to one-fourth. So I was able to switch off the three-fourth of hot water. So only one-fourth of water, and then you don't feel like taking too long a baths. So you're done as soon as you're done, and one-fourth of bucket of water is actually enough to keep you going, is what I understood. You're able to completely work and clean all parts of your body with soap, and then also wash it off. So this is possible with one-fourth of bucket of water. And just imagine, so 200 days. So ideally, if I'd not taken this challenge, that would mean I would be using 200 buckets of water. So over the course, on an average, I've done one-fourth for bucket. So I have saved three-fourths. So technically, that's 3 by 4 into 200. So that's 150 buckets of water that I have saved simply by switching to cold water. And also save the electricity charges for geyser. So almost 200 days of geyser charges have been reduced. That's electricity charges that have been reduced. That's wastage of hot water or energy, that was used to heat the water in the geyser, that's been reduced. The water that has been consumed has been reduced, so that's lesser on your pocket. So there are two distinct advantages with regards to the money. Is that you save money in terms of electricity, you save money in terms of water bills as well. So this was something that I experimented. I wanted to sort of share the story with you and see how this goes. It's a potential amazing story in places where there is still not the winter. So it's chilly and cold in Bangalore. So in other places where it's still hot, people can actually switch to cold water. So it can be like a one-fourth or a half bucket. So you reduce water. That means you increase the water that's available domestically for other purposes, in terms of agriculture or anything else. The amount of water that we pull from the dams for this will be reduced. These are some of the things that we can actually do. So if one person can, over a period of 8 months, reduce 150 buckets of water, just imagine a household of four. So that's even if it's 100, so it's 400 buckets of water that we push to another day, another time, so that somebody else may utilize it, somebody else may get benefit from it. we get more benefits out of it, and we still continue with our life without losing much. So just imagine if we were able to do that in an apartment complex of say 200 families. So 200 into say 400 liters of water. Do the math. So many metric tons of water can be reduced, or millions of liters can be reduced across a state, across a city, just by switching off uh, hot water baths. That's it for today, and I hope this new way of coming to you looks inspiring, and then it's something that's very funny, and then yeah, hopefully also kids will be able to listen to it, and then you can feed them something interesting while looking at this video. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.